Hello everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so good evening to each and everyone. Welcome to our third meeting, no? Or third week, no, sa ato ang review class or review initiative. Okay, so our topic, no, or my assigned topic this evening is all about lateral earth pressure, no? And tomorrow, I am also going to discuss piles, no? Um, piles on soil. Okay? Ayan. So, allow me to share with you, no, my screen. Okay. And let me zoom this one. Okay. Okay. Ayan. So, this is a simple recall, no? Because again, this is a review class, so simple recall kita sa ato ang lateral earth pressure, no? So, this is topic, no, in the foundation engineering, no? Part of the foundation engineering or part of the geotechnical engineering subject, no? So board exam, this is actually the second day, no, sa ato ang second day sa ato ang board exam, no? Usually ang ako ang discuss for the last 2 weeks is structural, all right, no? It is structural. This one, no, I am assigned for this week, no, I am actually assigned for soil mechanics, no? Or soil geotechnical engineering subject or topics. Okay? Ayan. So, gamay lang gamay lang nga overview, no? Sa this daily day, actually second day, no, but this is actually the afternoon session, no, sa to ang first day sa board exam. This is to be taken together with the hydraulics, no, na subject, no, or fluid mechanics and hydraulics na subject, no. That is to be together with the soil mechanics, which is part of it is kaning ato ang lateral earth pressure. Kanya gamay lang overview, no, with regards to the board exam nga topic, no. Ayan. Gamay lang overview. The fluid mechanics and soil mechanics na subject is kumbaga comparing the three, no. In my own perspective, comparing the three, mathematics, fluid and soil mechanics and structural, mo ni ang kumbaga ang sayon, no, nga subject, no. Usually kasagara sad, no, kasagara dako og grade, no, diri nga part, no, because more or less ang lisod lang diri is the formula that you are going to familiarize. Okay, medyo ubay-ubay, no, daghan, no, daghan formula ang i-memorize, no, sa ani nga subject, no? But again, is the most easiest subject, no, comparing the three subject. Okay? And, okay? Okay? So, lateral earth pressure, no? Are you familiar with it, no? Na-discuss ba ni sa inyo during your foundation? I hope I think na-discuss, no? Kay ako ni usually ang second topic, no? I think really second but rather third man nata ni, no? Starting with the compressibility followed by shear stresses, no? And then kani dayon siya, no? Ato ang lateral earth pressure. Okay? Ayan. All right. Before we start, no, may I request everyone, no, to turn on your camera siguro, no, para makita nako ang mga estudyante sa diri, no. Para makita sa nako akong mga estudyante, ganahan kog discuss ba kay kita nako akong mga ambungan o mga gwapo o gwapa nga mga estudyante, wag yung mag-open. Yun. O, nasa Ladika. Ayan. Ladika is under me sa may subject ni Ladika sa numerical methods, no? Numerical methods ug sa unsa ba? Sa kuan, RC. Ayan. O sa Ladika ra man lagi ga-open siyang kamera. Asa man ang uban ani ay? Kadyot lang, no? Ako siguro ning i-stop sa ako ang screen para makita. Ayan. Medyo dili ko familiar sa uban, unfortunately. Katurang akong mailhan, so man pag next na view. Medyo dili ko kabaluan ni, no? So pag-set ani sa option or kanang i-view bitaw nga daghan ang makita. Dara di ay. Ay dili mao. Parang ito. Dili sad. Wala, sorry for that, no. Mali di ay, no. Unfortunately, di ko kabalo unsaon pag-view sa mga uban. O na yan si Butal, ayan. I still remember Miss Butal. Okay. So anyway, mag-start na lang ta siguro kay medyo I forgot how to view the other screen. Makita na ko diri is only 13 students. No? Ang uban na ko makita. Anyway, my assigned topic is all about lateral earth pressure. No? Yeah, daghan kay formula diri nga atong i-familiarize. Okay? So lateral earth pressure, no? It is actually defined by the force exerted by a soil, especially if the soil is being retained, no? Yan. So usually ang mga topic diri is retaining walls, no? Mga retaining walls, no? Retaining wall design, no? When you are going to design retaining wall, ang pinaka unang imong kwaon is actually the lateral earth pressure, no? The lateral earth pressure, no? Unfortunately, I don't know if naka-design or sa inyong building design naka-design ba mo og retaining wall, no? But actually when you are going to design a retaining wall, earthquake must be included, no? Earthquake must be included, no? Based on experience, I have been designing retaining wall also, no? Ma-apply diha ang lateral earth pressure, no? My recent project is in Manolo, no? It is 7 meters. Dili siya recent kay last year pa man ni, no? Di pa recent. Ang recent DI is asaba sa Mall of Asia dapit, no? Tay gi-design diha nga retaining wall, no? Nya nakadindot ato lateral earth pressure plus surcharge, no? When we say surcharge, it is actually the force exerted by the occupant or the T or the katong mugamit sa yuta, no? Di ba mag-retain man ka og soil, no? Katong mugamit sa yuta diya sa imong retain nga soil above it kung gigamit na siya, for example gitukuran na siya diya og structure, in my case katong atong gi-design sa Mall of Asia na ay ang tapad niya is the IDSA, so meaning na ay mga sakyanan agi. In other words, we are going to consider surcharge. Later on, natariya po yung formula. And how are we going to convert surcharge and convert it into equivalent lateral earth pressure? Okay? Ayan. So, the first principle or the first formula that we are going to familiarize is all about the Rankine's active and passive soil pressure. So naatay duha ka klase nga soil pressure, no? We have the active and passive soil pressure, no? When we say active, this is actually the soil pressure coming from the retained soil. And then the passive one, no, the passive soil pressure is the pressure coming from the back, no, of the retained soil, no? Yan, back of the retained soil, or meaning this is the exposed side, no, of our retaining wall. Yan. So duha man na siya ka sides sa tong retaining wall, no? We have the exposed side and the retained side. Unya kung mag-design kita og retaining wall, no, by the way, this is not part of the review. Medyo hint lang gamay kay masing maanad later on mo ba niya mag-solve og passive, no? Usually kung mag-design man gud og retaining wall, dili naman na gina-appeal ang passive earth pressure. So for example, no, mo ni atong retaining wall. Ito yung backside. Ayan. This is the backside. Okay. Then this is the retained soil, no? Ito yung i-retain na soil, no, depending on the height, no? Ito yung retain na side. Ayan, ito yung exposed side, meaning wala siya soil. Okay? This will develop the active soil pressure. Itong part na to, this will develop here, mag-develop diri ang ang active soil pressure. Ito, this one, mag-develop diri ang atong passive soil pressure. And the passive soil pressure, in most cases, in our design, it will help us, no? It will help us in terms of the stability of our retaining wall. And take note, when we talk about lateral earth pressure, the pressure distribution is in triangular manner. Magkaanam o kalawom, magkaanam pod kataas ang magnitude sa tuang pressure. Okay? Yan. Ito yung passive na side, no? Yeah, take note, when we are going to design retaining wall, especially if it is not a self-standing retaining wall, for example, na siya foundation or na siya footing, na lugar, no? Na footing atong retaining wall. In most cases, gina-neglect ni nato ang passive soil pressure. Dili nato ni siya gina-consider. Okay? We are not going to consider the passive soil pressure in our design. Okay? So, the answer, no? Why? Ganun di ba natin gina-consider ka na? No? It's because, no, in most cases, kaluton manggod gyapon nato ni. No? Kaluton man siya nga part. Okay? So, meaning naay instance or naay portion during our construction wherein there is no soil at the exposed side. So, worst case scenario, when we are going to design, we are going to consider worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is that wala gina siya soil diha. Okay? But again, no, for the sake of this review, we are also going to consider the passive soil pressure. No? Ayan, ato gina siyang i-consider. Kay part man na siya sa tuang parameters nga tuang hisgutan. Okay? And when we are going to talk about lateral earth pressure, nakakita mga corresponding coefficient. This is the coefficient of the earth pressure, and the value of the coefficient of the earth pressure is dependent on the different scenario. Okay? So the first one is a soil which is at rest. Yan, the coefficient of at rest earth pressure. Yan natay duha ka principle ani nga atong tiban-an. Rankine's principle or theory dayon katulig isa da column, no? Yung column principle or column kay mga scientists magod, no? Actually nauna ani si Rankine, no? Kay manganahan si Coulomb, gusto man siya gusto man siya mag-experiment og iyaha, so nagmugna po siya iyahang principle, mugna po siya iyang formula. So for Rankine, if we going to consider at rest soil pressure, mao kani ang ato ang formula. If it is normally consolidated soil, then the formula for at rest, when we say at rest, ang subscript sa ato ang coefficient K will have a subscript of O, that is 1 minus sine of theta, wherein theta is the angle of internal flexion. Okay? Ang angle of internal flexion makuha na siya when we do soil penetration test, no? Ayan. Okay? So that is 1 minus sine theta. Okay? Alright. Kunya, ang isa na yon if it is an over-consolidated soil, na? Over-consolidated soil, no? So, if you notice, lahi na sad ang formula niya. But ang nausab, kumbaga, ang nadugang diha is actually the square root of the over-consolidated ratio. Okay? Ayan. Okay? So, before that, ato sang diskasan unsa day ang kalainan anang duha, no? what is actually the difference between normally consolidated soil and over consolidated soil? No? What is the difference between the two? Right? So any idea? No? What is actually the meaning, or how can we define consolidated soil? Okay? Unsa the meaning, what is actually the meaning of consolidation? Diba? What is the meaning of consolidation? No, or we talk about consolidated soil, what is the meaning of consolidated soil? Diba? It's something to do with compressibility, na? Ayan. Rabag ato siya i-compact, no? Atong kuhaan og pore water pressure. Diba? We consolidate it, no, by simply reducing the pore water pressure to make the soil more stable, to make it more denser, no? Pag normally consolidated siya, no? Normally consolidated siguro gi-compact lang mano-mano. Then mo ni ato ang formula, 1 minus sin theta. If it is overly consolidated, no, gi-compact isog maayo, no? Ayan. Siguro pagian ng pison diha, no, aron mo flat or mo compact isog maayo para wala ginatong pore water pressure. Na din tay idugang sa ato ang formula nga 1 minus sin theta, magdugang din tag OCR, the over consolidated ratio, which is, it is a ratio, in other words, it is the quotient between the pre-consolidation pressure and overburden pressure. Okay? Ayan. Si pre-consolidation pressure, mao kani ang pressure nga atong gi-apply to consolidate the soil, no? To marabag inani, no, balikan ako to akong drawing. Ayan. Ayan. Diba, mao na atong retain side, no? This is the retain side of our soil, no? Aron para dili kay na siya sudlan og tubig, no? Dili kay na siya sudlan sa tubig. Kaya may tabo manggod kung dili kayo dense ni ato ang gi-retain nga soil dire, pag ting-ulan mabasa ni, magtapok ang tubig dire. When we say magtapok ang tubig diha, mas mabugat ang ato ang i-retain nga soil. In other words, mas stress ang tong retaining wall nga tong gi-design. So, technique is ato siyang i-compact og ayo aron madense siya, dili na mo sunot ang yuta diha. Okay? The pressure that we apply, no? The pressure that we apply to compact that soil is the pre-consolidation pressure. Okay? Unya aron dili na siya mo balik sa iyang kuan, dili na siya mo lawlaw, kumbaga sa Bisaya pa, dili na siya mo balik og lawlaw, ato na siyang pangbutangan diag mga bato. Yan. Ato nag mga bato diha kay aron perme gina siya compact. Di ba? Kay bugat man ang bato. Di ba? Dili masunod diha ang ato ang water. Na itong pressure na to coming from this rocks here or whatever imong ibutang diha, that will be the overburden pressure. Okay? Ayan. So, mana ang pasabot anang duha ka term. No? The pre-consolidation pressure and overburden pressure. But usually sa problem, ginahatag na siya. No? Kumbaga, na ay value, and that value is the pre-consolidation pressure, and that value is the overburden pressure. Okay? So, yun na ang dating. Okay. So, ayan. So, muna ang coefficient of at-rest earth pressure, no? Ayan. So, kanang duha, no? For at-rest. Ayan. For normally consolidated and over-consolidated. Now, what about the force, no? The lateral earth pressure or force nga i-apply nato sa ato ang wall. So, una, walay surcharge. Okay? Ito yon. Ito yung retaining wall nato. This is a cantilevered retaining wall. And it is retaining a soil at a height of H. And as what I have mentioned, when we talk about lateral earth pressure, ang distribution anak niya is triangular. The more nga magkaanam, the value of the pressure is directly proportional to the depth of our retained soil. No? And that pressure, itong pressure na yan, no? Pressure yan, stress, no? Pressure, is simply equal to the unit weight of the soil, no, the in situ unit weight. In other words, kung sa unit weight ana diha sa site, mao na atong gamiton nga unit weight times the H, the height of the soil, times of course the coefficient of our coefficient of lateral earth pressure. That would be the pressure. No? Pressure siya tungod kay unit weight is in terms of kilonewton per cubic meter multiplied by the H na wala ang meter isa, nahimo na lang siyang kilopascal. And of course, the coefficient has no unit. Okay? It becomes a pressure. Alright? Now, how to make it a force? Now, ang force, it is simply the resultant of the distribution of our pressure. Diba? Kung ang dimension, the pressure is actually distributed in a triangular manner. In other words, ang ihang equivalent force ana niya will be the resultant of that particular pressure distribution. That is why if you notice, ang magnitude niya is the stress, ang resultant, area raman ang resultant sa triangle, di ba? And that is 1/2 of our pressure or base. Our base here is the H times the magnitude. So meaning 1/2 of eto times H, mahimo siyang H squared. So that would be the equivalent force of our lateral earth pressure. Now, what about kung na surcharge? Now, by the way, what is a surcharge? For example, nag-retain kag soil, kay tungod kay gusto ka i-elevate nimo ang imong structure, na kay butang diri structure. Or gusto na ako mag-retain soil, sir, kay nako ibutang diri nga infinity pool. Di ba? Nakaibutang di ang infinity pool. So, is infinity pool, mahimo na siyang surcharge kay bugat na, no? Naman na siya weight, corresponding weight, or kung nakaitukod nga structure niya, ang weight sa imong structure, that will serve as your surcharge. Ang uban kay elevate kay butang dalan, no? Tagdalan diri sa ibabaw. So meaning kana siya ang equivalent force ana niya or equivalent nga pressure ana niya nga ibutang nimo diya nga dalan, that would be the surcharge. Now to convert the surcharge, no, kay apil man na siya, no, kay if you notice apil man siya muduot didto sa tuang retaining wall. That will serve also as an additional force. And to convert it into a corresponding lateral earth pressure, all we have to do is to multiply the magnitude of the surcharge by the coefficient of our lateral earth pressure. That is why if you notice, the magnitude of the surcharge is the surcharge value times the coefficient. And the distribution will be uniform. Okay? Yeah, uniform. Okay? So meaning, kung nakita yung surcharge, duha na kabuok ang atong i-consider nga resultant. The resultant force, no, of our surcharge, F sub 1, and of course, the resultant force of our lateral earth pressure based from the retained soil, F sub 2. And the total force will be, of course, the tawag ito, no? The summation of F1 and F2. Okay? Ayan, that would be our concept or our formula ano nga ato ang i-familiarize. Okay. Now, ang coefficient sad nato ma-change na siya if we are going to talk about Rankine active earth pressure with horizontal backfill if it is a non-cohesive soil or cohesive soil. Pero ito, at-rest ito, na soil, no? Itong formula na yan, at-rest. Ito naman, not at-rest. So, meaning, naatapon tayo duha ka klase ana nga soil, non-cohesive and cohesive soil. No? So, may bot pasabot anang cohesive o non-cohesive. No? What is actually the meaning of a cohesive soil? Anyone, no? Isa may makarecall, what is actually a cohesive soil? No? Sa ganyan ng cohesive soil sa ato ang sa ato ang soil mechanics, no? Sa ganyan ng cohesive. Okay? Karabang mura siya pilit-pilit, no? Like clay, no? Yan. Ang clay, pilit man na sila, no? It is actually it is where the particles stick together due to the forces of attraction between the soil particle, no? Yan, no? Okay? So pag non-cohesive siya, for example, gravelly ang soil, sandy ang soil, no? Ang formula nato sa ato ang coefficient is 1 minus sin theta all over 1 plus sin theta. Actually, pareho naman na siya formula for cohesive and non-cohesive. Ayan, no? Same raman ang coefficient nato ng duha. Yan. Ang active force, if you notice, the same ra pod for non-cohesive soil, same ra sa ato ang atres. No? Pero kung cohesive gani ang soil, you will notice that the force of our, the formula that we are going to use is naatay minus 2C square root of the coefficient times H. Wherein C here is the cohesion value or cohesion pressure. Okay? So, naatay additional diha nga term, no? Etong term na yan, 2C square root of K sub A times H. Na? Mura sa surcharge iyang distribution. Pero pang minus siya. No? Pang minus. Okay? Okay, so natin mga additional dayon nga mga formula, no? To be familiarized. Depth of crack, no? Retaining wall with horizontal backfill. That is denoted by Z, no? That is 2C all over this the unit weight of soil times the square root of the coefficient. No? And active force after tensile cracks occurs. This is the formula. No? Unit weight of H times the coefficient minus 2 sub C square root of K sub A, H minus Z times 1 all over 2. Okay? So, pag passive naman, no? Passive earth pressure, the coefficient remains the same, almost remains the same, no? Pare-pareho ra sila dire. Ayan, pero ang sign, if you notice, nabali, no? Ang sign convention sa numerator o denominator. Malihon lang nato. Yan natin, medyo mas dali nga formula ani, mas shortcut, no? If you want that one, katong tangent square 45 minus theta or P, no? 45 minus P. Pwede sad kato, no? Iya. Sana pwede nga kato imong gamiton. Ya. Kung active, positive, kung mura siya 45 plus, no? 45 plus P over 2. Ya, kung passive 45 minus P over 2. No, pwede kato or depende sa imo, no? Or kung mas prepared mo kani, mas dali ni siya i-familiarize, pwede ra sad kani, no? Yan. Oy, passive naman data, no? Yan. Okay? So passive force per unit length of the wall. This is for the cohesion soil, cohesive soil. So, mao ni atong formula. Pero kung dili siya cohesive, tanggala lang ni siya nga value. No, itong 2CH square root of K sub P. Alright? Rankine active pressure for inclined backfill. No? Ayan, ang nakasakit-sakit ani pag incline ang backfill, mausab ang ato ang coefficient. And if you notice, the coefficient here, medyo taas-taas ang formula nga atong i-memorize. Okay? Ayan, medyo taas-taas siya, no? I forgot kung unsa to'y ginabuhat na ko ani before, no? Para mag-memorize ang formula, no? Ang uban ako nga mga classmate or mga kauban sa review, ang ilang mga kwarto, agan kay Manila paper. Kada tulog, nagsulat sila og mga formula, ila dang idikit sa ilang room. Kay para ang concept is that during the review manggod, kung makalimot ka sa formula, hinumdumay lang tong sulok sa imuhang room kung asa to yung gibutang nga formula. That's the way nga dali imong mainumduman tong formula nga imong gisulat. Mura na ba no kay 6 months ka balik-balik diya sa imong room, charo di mo na memorize na nga nakasulat diya. No? Mura na no, pero I did not do it, no. Wala ko buhat og ingon ana nga kuan. Nag-ano ra akong gibuhat sa una kuan ra. Nag-inom ra ko og kuan. So katong kang Kuya Kim bitaw sa una, no? Memory plus, no? Katabang biya pod, no? Memorize po sa formula, no? Kaloy sa Dios. Nag-inom og sanmig, alahi sa da, no? Dili man ko gainom actually, no? Dili ko gainom. Udlo. Tagay ra ko, no? Tagay ra ko sa mga kauban, sig inom, tagay ra ko nya, minaw day papadudots. Ayan. Iya, abot man tag sanmi gani, no? Rankine active force for inclined backfill, if you notice, same ra na siyang formula. Ang malahi lang diha is actually the coefficient, no? Malahi ang ato ang coefficient nga value. Okay? Ayan. For lateral earth pressure, no? Ito for cohesive soil, no? The depth of tensile crack, ayan, Mo ni ang ato ang formula 2C all over the unit weight of our cohesive backfill times the quantity 1 plus sine phi all over 1 minus sine phi. No? And active pressure at depth H, the active pressure will be unit weight of soil H K sub A prime cosine of P. Wherein P of cosine alpha, wherein alpha is yung inclined backfill or angle of the inclined backfill natin. Na? The resultant of active force after cracks occur, na, ayan, muna nga itong formula, na, with values of K sub A, natay corresponding value dia in terms of the degree or the angle of internal fraction and the alpha or the inclined angle alpha in terms of degrees. Okay? I think kanina balik, no? Ayan, balik. Ayan, for columns naman, column active earth pressure, lahi po na iyahang formula. Medyo sakit-sakit gyapon na iyang formula, no? Medyo taas-taas, no? Ang problema manggod sa mga coefficients, no? The problem with regards to the coefficient, it is a fixed formula. We don't have concept on that, no? You cannot derive it, no? Okay. Concept man na siya, no? Or kumbaga that is actually the formula coming from a series of experiment. So wala gid kay derivation ana. So all you have wag kay choice but to memorize or to familiarize yourself with it. Okay? Yan. So this is the coefficient for column, no, active soil pressure. Yeah, same ra pud na ang ato ang force nga magamit. Same formula. Ang malahi ang coefficient. Okay? For the passive naman, ayan, this is the formula, no? For the passive, same dayon ang ato ang soil pressure. If it has an inclined backfill, ito. Okay? And this is also for the passive. Okay, so let's have those are the formulas now that we are going to familiarize ourselves, no? Yeah. Pero I don't know, no, if this is still bakit sa bading ga open sa iyang wala ko ma-close, no? Ay miss na ay naka-open sa ilahang mic. Ayan. Okay. So, I don't know if it's still it's still possible, no, sa inyo nga time, pero during our time manggod pag tag-as kay nga formula ginahatag, no? Ginahatag sa question, no? For example, kung column principle ang ipagamit, katong coefficient nga formula sa column, columns principle, ginahatag to siya, ginasulat dito sa questionnaire, no? Mo na tabo sa mga time. But in your case, ang pinaka-nindot or ang pinaka-safe manggod is to memorize the formula. Okay? Magkakawalugod kung ihatag ba or dili. No? So that is why you don't have choice but to memorize it. Okay? So, let's have an example problem. No? Mga board exam problem ni siya. No? Starting with problem during the board exam May 2015. No? Sama ni siya 10 years ago. No? Yan, so mga yung gawas. Okay? So, determine the soil pressure or lateral pressure of the soil whose angle of fraction phi is 30 degrees. No? 6 meters from the ground surface at rest condition. At rest. No? Take note of the condition. It is at rest. No? Therefore, ang coefficient na to will be 1 minus sine theta lang or sine phi lang. No? The dry unit weight is 17.5 kilonewton per cubic meter and assume that the water table is too deep. Lalom daw kuno kayo. In other words, dry ra gyud niya tong soil. Wala ni siya nabasa, no? Kay sana lalom man kay ang water table. So it is not exposed to poor water pressure. Okay? So what would be the lateral pressure? So ito 'yon, no? Yung stress natin from point A, which is 6 meters, no, as given will be the unit weight times the depth nga 6. Okay? So, narin tayo pressure nga 105 kilopascal. Diba? So, ang atoang pressure, ato lang dayon nang i-multiply sa atoang coefficient K sub O, which is 1 minus sine given nga 30 na atay 0.5. In other words, the lateral pressure at a depth 6 meters will be 52.5 kilopascal. Okay? So, this should be our answer. Ngita na kag choices dito. 52.5. Pag naa, ayan, very good kay naa. Pag wala, there's something wrong with the solution. Ayan. Naman ay nakatsada sa multiple choice. Ngita maka dito. Kaya, lain man ang board exam, kaya dili man na pareha ni sir. No, nga, marong, og lain nga, og lahi ang imong answer, naagya po dito sa choices. Og malahi sa nimo og solve, naagya po. No? Dili man na ingon ana. No? Usually, isa ra yun ka-answer. Okay? Ayan. Right? So, siguro kung mga estudyante rin nakahinundo, no, nga mali ang imong magamit na agyapon, libog sila kung sa tinuod na answer, no? Kay mali ilahang solusyon na magyapoy choices nga na dito. Okay? So second problem, ito, this is actually problems for shear, no? Pero ambot nga nung na-appeal ni dire, no? Calculate the total pressure in kilopascal acting at a point 6 meters, no? Below the ground surface. The coefficient of lateral earth pressure is 0.4. The water table is 2 meters below the ground surface. No? Yung unit weight natin is 18.8 kilonewton per cubic meter above the water table, and below the water table that is 9.4 kilonewton per cubic meter. But if you notice, naakay subscript dia sa unit weight ni mga sub. That means that is the submerged unit weight. When it is submerged unit weight, it is a unit weight of the soil minus na sa pore water pressure. So, meaning this is actually effective na ni siya na walay appeal ang pore water pressure ani. So, that is why if you notice sa atong formula, mag-igo na lang ta magkuha sa ato ang pressure by simply multiplying the unit weight with respect to the corresponding depth. So, eto, 18.8 times a depth of 2 meters and 9.4 times a depth of 4 meters times the coefficient of 0.4. So, naada yung tay, horizontal or our stress is 30.08 kilopascal. Okay? Ayan. Dabi kaya ang gipangita is total man, no? Total lateral pressure. In other words, kung unsay unit weight dia below the water table, we need to consider it. In other words, dapat saturated ang atong unit weight nga atong may consider dia, not the submerged. So that is why if you notice, nag-add kita og katong pressure sa atong pore water pressure nga ginidak nato since we are using the submerged unit weight. So meaning that is 30.08 plus the pressure based on the pore water pressure. So this becomes 69.32 kilopascal. Okay? So, ayan. So, kumbaga, plus the hydrostatic pressure. Alright? Itong problem na ito, no? A certain soil deposit has a liquid limit of 47%, no? And a plastic limit of 24%. Compute the total at rest lateral earth pressure at a depth of 5 meters, no? In the same sand deposit, but a water table is located at the ground surface. Ayan. Saturated unit weight. Usahay ra ba? Ang ihatag is duha ka unit weight na ay dry o na ay moist, na din saturated, no? Na maglibog dayon ka kung unsa imong gamiton nga unit weight. Na timanan lang nimo below the water table, it is always saturated, no? That is why in this case, ang water table na to is at the ground surface man. In other words, the soil will be saturated. Okay? The coefficient of lateral earth pressure is 0.507. No? So, unsa daw kuno ang atoang total at rest lateral earth pressure. Itong liquid limit sa plastic limit, di na rin magamit actually. No? Unit weight times the height lang ta. No? Unit weight times the height. No? Parang ganito. No? So 20.5 minus 9.81, no? We get the submerged unit weight. And that is 53.45 kilopascal. Okay? Yan. And then multiply it by our coefficient, no? So coefficient of 0.507. And of course, total man ang gipangita, we add the hydrostatic soil pressure. Now take note, dili pwede nga ilargo nimo og multiply ang atong saturated unit weight and multiply it directly with the depth and the coefficient. Like atong coefficient nato exclusive raman to for soil, not including the pore water pressure. That is why if you notice here in the solution, gi-extract sa nato ang pore water pressure. Aron dili siya ma-appeal pag multiply sa atong coefficient. Okay? So overall nakakita total lateral pressure nga 76.15 kilopascal. All right? Okay, ito no, a 5.4 meter high retaining wall is supporting a horizontal backfill of a cohesionless no soil as shown, no. The unit weight of the soil is 17.30 kilonewton per cubic meter with an angle of fraction of 36 degrees. No, determine the attrest force per unit length of soil. So cohesionless, so meaning wala siya katong additional nga 2c square root of Ka times h, no, 2ch, no. Ayan. So, normal lang na nga formula sa atong lateral earth pressure. But first, we need to get for the coefficient. So, atras siya, atras condition, that is 1 minus sine of P. Ayan. Okay? So, overall, nakitay lateral earth pressure nga 103.4 kilonewton per meter. Simple lang na ito ang mga example, no? Ayan. So, we are done with this example, then let's proceed to the next one. Ayan. So, ito naman, na. Okay, so almost pareho rin siya ito sa atong ganina, no? But in this case, na lang sa surcharge, no? So, 6 meter vertical retaining wall is supporting a cohesionless horizontal backfill having a unit weight of 16 kilonewton per cubic meter, no? The angle of fraction is 32 degrees and take note, it carries a surcharge of 15 kilopascal, no? So of course now when we talk about surcharge, no, pag surcharge, that means we need to convert it into a uniform pressure just like this. No, so may tabo 15 times coefficient nga 0.47 natay magnitude diya sa pressure nato nga 7.05. Okay? And then katuda yung ato ang lateral pressure base due to our soil nga 16 kilonewton per cubic meter ang atong unit weight, that is simply 16 times our depth times the coefficient. So natay magnitude nga 45.12, no? Then you get the resultant na of each of the lateral pressure, the rectangular and the triangular, to get the total force. So meaning that would be resultant of the uniform pressure, that is magnitude times the span or the length, and for F sub 2 or the triangular pressure will be 1/2 of the magnitude times the length. So overall we will have a total force of 177.66 kilonewton per meter. Ayan. So ito siguro ato na lang nilaktawan, pare-pareho raman ni sila, no? Okay. Ito naman, now in accordance with the Rankine theory for lateral active, take note of the term, no? Active earth pressure, no? It is not at rest, no? Ayan, on the retaining wall. So the horizontal backfill, what angle of internal fraction in degrees results in coefficient of lateral pressure is to be 0.5. So in this case, it is active man, no? So mo ni nga formula atong gamiton. So given ang ato ang K or coefficient of lateral pressure, that is 0.5, ang pangitaon nato is ang ato ang angle of internal fraction. Okay, so simplifying further, mo ni ang may tabo, no? Ayan. So 1 times 0.5 sin theta, and then may ang pikas na yun 1 minus sin theta. So kani balin sa pikas mahimo siyang negative 1.5, kani balin sa pikas mahimo siyang negative 0.5. So and then simplifying further, naring kay angle theta nga 19.5, na pag-ingon ani kung mahimo ayaw pag sheet solve ani, na pag mag-involve ganing trigonometric function ayaw pag sheet solve, kay especially kung wala ka set na imong calculator, ang ihatag ana is lahi in terms of regions. Tingala din ka kay oy lola man ni sa choices, no? So kung mahimo inani simple ra kay nga arithmetic, no? Kung mahimo imano-mano siya, no? Mas paspas mo gani manahon kaysa sa sheet solve basi pag-loading imong calculator ani. Alright? Okay, so this one, no, retaining wall has a height of 6 meters and is supporting horizontal backfill as shown. Now, compute the Rankines active force per unit length of the wall. So, yan. So, almost same rapod sa problem na to ganina, but in this case, active lang siya. That is why ang lahi is we solve for the coefficient using the formula 1 minus sine phi all over 1 plus sine phi. Ito, same lang sa gyapon, no? Pero this time passive. So, that is why ang malahi lang ani nga sa kaning nga problem is actually the coefficient. So, if you notice, ang denominator is plus, ang numerator is plus, denominator is negative. Okay. Ito, medyo, ito kay kuan, no? A vertical retaining wall 6 meter high retains horizontal backfill having the following properties. No? The void ratio is 0.6. The specific gravity is 2.6. The water content is 0.24 or 24%. The angle of internal fraction is 25 degrees and the saturated unit weight is 19.62. Compute the magnitude with active force acting on the wall if the water table is on the ground surface. Ayan. So may tabo ani, no? If you notice, no, kung tan-aw nimo ni diri, given ang mga parameters like void ratio, specific gravity and so on, pero dili na din na siya magamit tungod kay ang atoang water table is at the ground surface man. In other words, all the soil below the water table becomes saturated, meaning ang gamito nato nga unit weight is only the 19.62. Okay? Usahay nani ang board exam, medyo tricky siya gamay tungod kay gihatag ang mga parameters dili day magamit, no? Kay basin og ang siguro una-una sa uban magkuha pa og moist unit weight, but dili na diay tungod kay na may term dia nga the wall the soil or the water table is at the ground surface, meaning the soil below the water table becomes saturated, so all of it becomes saturated, meaning we use this unit weight 19.62 saturated unit weight as the parameters that we are going to use in solving our lateral earth or active force acting on the wall. Okay, so ito yun, no? So the coefficient, no? Medyo mali ang ang quant formula, this is plus, no? So 1 minus sine 25, 1 plus sine 25 na tayo 0.406. Okay? Yan. So kaya nag-solve pa siya og no? Saturated unit weight pero given na din siya, no? Okay? So, ang ato ada yung force that is sat minus 9.1 half of sat minus 9.81, no? Times the coefficient h squared. Ito unit weight sa ato ang pore water pressure, no? So if you notice, gi-extract sa nato ang atong pore water pressure here and then ibalik ra sa nato siya diri. Aron ang ma-multiplyan sa atong coefficient is only the force or the pressure coming from the retained soil. So with that, we have a force of 248.27 kilonewton per meter. So ito, same rate po ni sila, no? I'm going to omit this one. Okay. Ito, with cohesion, no? A fractionless retaining wall has a vertical back exposed to the horizontal backfill is 8 meters high. The unit weight of the soil is 17.17 kilonewton per cubic meter with an angle of fraction of 20 degrees. No? Compute the maximum depth of tensile crack if the cohesion of the soil is 13 kilopascal. So in that case, we need to solve first the coefficient, no, of active soil pressure, that is 0.49. No? And then, take note natay formula, no, sa ato ang depth of tensile crack, which is negative 2c square root of the coefficient. So in that case, nakita ay negative 18.2 kilopascal. This is actually given, no, sa atong previous nga mga slide. Okay? And then, continuing further, no, mo din ang ato ang kuan, no, mo din ato ang continue ato ang additional, no, nga mga parameters. So natin negative 18.2 plus the unit weight of our soil, the depth of crack, no, and the coefficient K sub A is equal to 0. So overall, natin tayo depth of crack nga 2.16 meters. Ito simple man na, no. Balik-balik na siya actually diri. Ito with incline, no. So ang process diri is the same lang pod, no, sa ato ang gibuhat ganina, only that malahi ang atong coefficient because it has an retained soil inclination. Yan. Okay? Siguro mo proceed na siguro ko sa last nga problem, no, kaning atong gi-prepare. Yan. Ito with retaining wall, no, with tawag nito, no, with design of retaining wall, no. So but serviceability requirement lang, no, wala tay design in terms of the concrete component, no, of our or the structural component of our retaining wall, no. So the retaining wall as shown, let me make a slide show, no, is supporting a horizontal backfill having a unit weight of 18.88 kilonewton per cubic meter, no, with an angle of internal fraction 37 degrees, no. The coefficient of base fraction is 0.45. The foundation soil, the ultimate bearing capacity is 470 kilopascal. The unit weight of the concrete is 23.6 kilonewton per cubic meter. So the requirement would be, what would be the safety against sliding considering a passive earth pressure at the toe. So meaning, it is stipulated nga i-consider daw kuno ang active soil pressure nga mag-act diri sa toe na to, no? Yan. When you see to, mo ni ang atuang when you see to, mo na ang exposed side, no? Itong part na to, ito yung heel. Okay? Itong wall, this is what we call a stem. All right? Okay, and then compute the factor of safety against overturning and what would be the factor of safety against bearing capacity failure. So ang button lang nato pag ingunani ang problem, we need to get the corresponding weights now involved in our retaining wall. So una, what would be the weight of the retaining wall and what would be the weight of each soil acting towards our retaining wall. In other words, kani nga soil, no? Itong soil na to. Ayan. Unsay weight ani nga soil, this part here, and what will be the weight of this soil, this part here. Kaya kana nga mga weight, itong mga weight na yan, mauna ang magpa-stable sa ato ang retaining wall. Ang magpa-slide sa iya o ang mag-overturn sa iya, of course, katong pressure nga mag-act diri sa ato ang retaining wall. No? Itong mga pressure na to, mao ni atong i-consider para mag-overturn ang ato ang retaining wall. Ang mo resist ana, of course, the weight, no, that the retaining wall is actually carrying. Okay, so meaning na din tayo factor of safety against overturning, no? Yan. Factor of safety against overturning or factor of safety against sliding, no? Okay. Ang kanang factor of safety, that is simply the capacity over the demand, no? So meaning in that case, no, natay corresponding weights, no? Weight number 1, sana bang weight number ito, no, yung weight ng stem natin, no, itong part na yan. So in other words, naata unit weight sa concrete 23.6, ato lang nang i-multiply sa ato ang thickness nga 0.6 considering 1 meter strip of our retaining wall. Weight number 2 is the weight of our footing, so unit weight times the thickness of 0.6 also, no. Weight number 3 is simply the weight of the soil that this heel here is carrying. So meaning itong weight na to, itong soil na to, no? So meaning that would be unit weight of the soil, no? Unit weight of the soil times the length nga 1.5. Plus of course weight number 4, unit weight of the soil times 0.9. Okay? Ang ato na yung lateral earth pressure, itong 71.1 na yan, gikuha na siya coming from the formula unit weight times h square Ka over 2 to get this value. Okay? Yan. Given ba diri ang ato ang coefficient? Ayan, mayroon tayong coefficient 0.45. Alright? Okay, so mo na siya, no? Yan. Sa factor of safety against sliding, nagkuha sa taog coefficients, no? For the active, that is 1 minus sine 37 degrees all over 1 plus sine 37 natin active coefficient nga 0.249. Ang passive, that is 4.023. Ang atong buhaton actually ani pag active ug passive, ang buhaton na nato, ang K sub P nato is simply 1 divided by K sub A, no? Ana ram na siya, no? Kumbaga ang T sub P, ang buhataan ng coefficient sa passive, baliktara lang ng active coefficient. Ana ra, no? Yan, kuha na nimo na. Okay, so muna ang shortcut niya nga pamaagi. Okay, and of course, our active cell pressure using the formula that I have shown ganina, no? Natin 71.1 and for the passive natin 85.45. And the weights, no? Muna akong dimension ganina, no? Weight number 1, unit weight na 23.6, this is 23.6, no? Times the length of 0.6, no? And the depth, the width of 0.6 and the height of 5.5, no? Bakit 5.5 ito? Ito, ayan. 5.5 supposedly this is supposedly 4.9 lang, no? But anyway, supposedly this 4.9 lang. Weight number 1. Supposedly 4.9 lang sana. Okay. Okay, and weight number 2, 23.6. Then length sa ang retaining wall, that is 3 meters. Ayan. 3 meters. And thickness of 0.6, no? Weight number 3, this is actually the ito dapat 4.9 lang siya ito, no? 4.9 na to. Mali niya to ang gikopyahan nga. Weight raman na siya ani. Weight sa to ang steam. All right? And weight number 3, this is the weight of our soil. So that is the length of 1.5 and a depth of 4.9. Ito yon, no? Itong black na to. Okay? And unit weight of the soil nga 18.88. Now, on the other side, in the exposed side, natay length na 0.9 and a depth of 0.9 also. Ito yan. No? Times the unit weight of 18.88. So, nada yung tayo mga weights. Itong mga weight na yan. And with a total weights of 274.42. Okay? Ang sliding nato will simply be, no? Ang sliding nato, the factor of safety against sliding is simply katong that is simply the ratio of the resisting force all over the sliding force. Okay? Of course, ang sliding force ani nato para mo slide ang atong retaining wall going here. Ayan, ang sliding force nato is the active soil pressure, no? Or soil force, which is 71.1. Ang mo resist ana is the weight and the active force. Atong active force na to. Pero si weight, ato pa na siyang i-convert into corresponding resisting force by multiplying the coefficient of friction between the soil and that of the concrete wall. Nga given siya nga 0.45. Ayan. Okay? Ayan. So all in all, that is 0.45 times the total weight, 274.42. Plus the active force, 95.45 all over 71.1. So we have a factor of safety of 2.94. And in most cases, ang gamito na to nga factor of safety na design is 2.0. If it is greater than 2.0, that means our dimensions are actually okay. Okay? So against overturning, ito lang po dahil ng moment. No? Ang overturning moment na to is simply the active soil pressure times its corresponding location, no, sa iyang resultant, in which this is distributed triangularly, no, ana lugar siya. So meaning ang iyang location ani is 1/3 of the depth, 1/3 of overall depth nga 5.5, and that is 1.83. Ito din, no, 1.5 location of our passive na force. So may tabo ang ato ang resisting moment will be this moment here, moment na to na padlong dito, and kanidayon po ang ato ang mga weight going to the two, and ang ato ang overturning will be this force times this moment arm, no? So, ayan, no? Okay, so writing moment na to will be weight number 1 times going to the 2, that is 1.2. Weight number 2 katunga sa 3 meters nga length, that is 1.5. Weight number 3, itong force na to sa soil, that is half of 0.75 plus 0.6 plus 0.9 or 2.25. And weight number 4 is half of 0.9 or 0.45. So naatay writing moment nga 476.29. Ang overturning nato is the active soil pressure times 5.5. And if you notice, supposedly itong passive na to, this is also writing moment. Okay? Writing moment supposedly siya gihapon. Pero if you notice, wala siya gi-consider. No? It's because, mo na kung mention ganina, na kung mag-design ganito tag retaining wall, usually itong part na to, ginakalot ni sila. Okay? Ginakuha. No? Kaya of course, kung man ginanimo kay magkalot, magyug kayo, saan mo pagbuhos sa imuhang concrete. Diba? So that is why in most cases, dili siya gina-appeal in terms of solving for the writing moment. So, in other words, ang atong i-consider lang, writing moment na to is based from the writing moment coming from the weight, and the overturning moment natin is yung overturning moment coming from the active soil pressure. So, all in all, we will have a writing moment factor of safety against overturning 3.66, which is greater than 2.0. The design is still okay. No? So, what about the bearing capacity? No? So, si bearing capacity, first, we need to solve for the resultant, no? Or the location of the resultant moment, no? X bar, which is simply equal to Ry X bar times the difference between the writing moment minus the overturning moment. And that is 1.26. So, the half of our footing nga 1.5, na half of it minus the X bar, mo na ang location sa tong eccentricity. Diya nag-act ang ato ang R sub Y, no? Ang ato ang overall nga weight. So, meaning na atay 0.24 daw kuno nga eccentricity. And using this formula, the pressure distribution at the bottom of our footing is simply R sub Y all over the length of the footing 1 plus 6A minus B. So, naada yung tayo pressure, maximum pressure nga 135.38. I-divide lang nato kani sa ato ang given nga soil bearing capacity, which is 470. That would be the factor safety against the bearing capacity, which is of course this time this is equal to 3.47. Na? Ayan. 470 divided by 135.38, that is 3.47. In most cases, pag soil bearing capacity, usually ang atong ginagamit diya nga standard factor of safety is 2.5. So pag greater than 2.5 ka or 2.5 or 3, no, depende sa imo kung sa imong preference, no, but it ranges from 2.5 to 3. So this is more than 3 or more than 2.5, so the design is still okay. So this would be the final answer. Okay? Ayan. Any questions? You have questions, clarification? Or are you still there? Napa ba mo diha? Or si Ong rang naa, no? Si nag-inom na ka diha og Sanmig Ong. Alright, so if there are no other questions, I think that to be all for now. So thank you for coming, guys. And good luck sa inyong assessment again on this coming Saturday. Your third assessment, no? RH na po. Okay. Ayan, so thank you everyone and happy dinner to each and everyone, and see you again this coming tomorrow, no? Dapat tayo discuss tomorrow. Bye-bye everyone.